Today we're going to do a roast chicken. It's going to be foolproof and it's going to be perfect. Now, these chickens really do live the best life. They get to wander around vineyards in some of the best country in Western Australia, and you can taste the difference. When you've got a chicken like this, you don't have to do a lot to it, so we're just going to do the perfect Sunday roast. We're going to pair that with some mustard fruits, a bread sauce, and some butter roasted carrots that are amazing. So first of all, we're going to stuff the chicken. So we're going to start with some lemon zest. You don't need a lot. And we've got some thyme and some garlic. Whack it inside like that. We're going to put some salt on the inside as well. Most kitchens don't have trussing twine at home, so I'm going to show you how to do it without. You're going to take the wings and you're just going to pop the little winglets underneath. That's going to keep it all nice and tight. Then take a small knife and just go and make a nice little slit behind the tendon. And you're just going to take the leg and you're just going to pop it inside. There we go. So now we're just going to put a light, simple marinade on the top. We're going to start with some turmeric, a little bit of smoked paprika, and I like to use just some mixed herbs. Olive oil, nicely over the chicken. And this is the dirty part. You just have to massage, make sure that you get it everywhere. And finally, we're going to put some sea salt on there. We're going to pop this into a roasting tray. Now we're going to roast this in the oven at 120 degrees for about 2 to 2.5 hours. Then we're going to increase that temperature. Now onto the carrots. I've just peeled and topped and tailed these carrots. Half an onion. That can go inside as well. Some fennel seed. And then a massive wad of butter. We're going to pop those in the oven with the chicken and we'll see them in 2 hours. Now onto our mustard fruits. Now the sweet and sour nature of these are going to be delicious with that chicken and the bread sauce. We're going to start with some white wine. 1 cup of sugar. And we're going to add 100 mils of white wine vinegar. We're going to bring that to the boil and then we're going to add all of this deliciousness. Okay, so we've come to the boil, in with our mustard seeds and 2 cinnamon quills. We'll let those infuse for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now we're going to go in with all of our dried fruit. We're going to start with some glacé ginger, some prunes. I've got some dried craisins, but you could use dried cherries, dried figs, dried apricots. And now I've got a nice little mix here of some raisins and some currants and sultanas. Now we're going to cook this on a low temperature until all of that liquid has been absorbed by the dried fruit. Now, something that people don't talk about often enough when it comes to roast chicken is bread sauce. Now, this is proper English cooking here. So we're going to start with some milk, half an onion, a couple of bay leaves, about 4 or 5 cloves, and 2 cloves of garlic. Okay, we're going to bring this to the boil and then we're going to let it steep for about 10 minutes. So we're just going to, let's pour all of this out. Milk back into the pot. So we're going to bring this back up to the simmer. We're going to add the bread and the butter and the cream, and that's going to sit until the chicken's ready. In with the bread. We need to let that sit for about 10 minutes. We're going to add our butter, and then we're going to add some cream. Okay, so we've had 2 hours at 120 degrees and a further half an hour at 210 degrees. You're going to need to let this rest for a solid 15 minutes. Whilst we're doing that, I am just going to prepare this for the table by putting some beautiful fresh herbs ready to go on the table. Carrots out. We're just going to finish these with a little bit of vinegar. That's rested for a nice 15 minutes. Now that is a roast dinner. This chicken is grown in some of the best country in WA.